Hey guys, it's 420 Trade It. We don't believe it, we just trade it. Now today I'm gonna be talking about like technical analysis throughout these names and with the rally, can it continue, right? So I did make a video recently about will the wheat stocks crash during March. Now what I spoke about in that video was that since we're seeing signs of euphoria and we are getting back to March near that seasonality where we have low liquidity and like everything like it just tends to slow down, we pull back a bit and then we rise like after summer. So yeah, we are near that level, but hopefully we can continue to run, but like I said, too much euphoria equals new bag holders, and unfortunately, people will become bag holders in this sector, especially if you catch the run up, you buy at the top, it starts to pull back, like what happened in October. We seen we seen that huge run up towards legalization, and then once it was legalized, it was a sudden news event, and then broader markets were also weak, so we had a huge significant pullback all the way to um like last day of October. We seen a small bounce. Of course, you will see a small bounce because it's oversold, but then markets, Dow Jones, S&P 500, everything was sliding because of interest rate hikes, trade talks, bad economic data, signs of recession. Everyone was like losing their head over a market crash, but it was just a huge correction in my opinion. And we did see a rally from the bottom of December, and look at where we're at in March. So we did run up a huge amount, and I like to say that you need to be careful in the sector. It's still like, what should I say, speculative. It's still very volatile, and you actually don't want to be that guy bag holding. It's not fun. I was in that situation once, and now I have that knowledge, and I'm more careful. And I just want to spread it out to you new investors. And yeah, I just don't want you guys to bag hold. It's honestly the worst feeling. So on a daily time frame, we are seeing huge volume for this run up for today. Bigger volume than the last couple of days, and we are approaching that over our side level, which isn't too bad. Like we're still like at 70, which we are seeing like strong momentum. So the rally could continue before we see like a pullback or consolidation mode, and we can see that this is our key support over here at 2092. Our resistance would honestly be, I would say, 2463. That will be our next resistance for HMMJ. And on an hourly, we can see that we are on that overbought territory because look at our run up. It's far from the 12 EMA and 26 EMA, and we just need to have that slight pullback so we can cool down the RSI before we run up again. I'll say short-term support will be 2308. Anything higher than that is gonna be a higher low, and then we can also see bounce after that higher low, hopefully approaching for that higher high. And then on a weekly time frame, we are getting close to the October levels, so like I said before, please be careful. Just like, if you want to start scaling into smaller positions, don't go all in. Like I know it's tempting because everyone's making money, but you never know. Bad news can happen. It can come out of nowhere. Nobody can predict the future, and I would rather miss the run up than be the one bag holding, in my opinion. So yeah, let's just get on to Canopy growth. This stock is a laggard in my opinion because we barely seen any momentum for the past couple of days, or I'll say weeks. Like it's been trading in a tight range, and like every single name is seeing a huge like run up, like more than 3% gains, but Canopy just seems to be standing still. I don't know if it's like the price is too high, or maybe it still needs to consolidate, or people know some insider news that's holding down the price down. Who knows? It's all speculation at this point, but we are trading at a very, very tight range, so a breakout will happen pretty soon. Like, a range can get only so tight until it breaks out of that range, and once you break out of that range, we will see higher volume than the last couple of trading weeks. And also, if if we do get like huge catalyst, then yeah, that will be a break to the upside, because good news, everyone will pile in money, especially to the sector leader, which is Canopy Growth. And yeah, this will actually be like a catalyst in itself. Which way it breaks, it will like affect the other stocks too. Like if CGC or Weed Canopy breaks bullish, then yeah, we'll see other names like ACB, APHA, Cron, TORI, HEXA, TRST, and everyone else just like break bullish as well. Because as a sector, they tend to follow each other, but past couple of weeks, CGC hasn't been like holding up. I mean, it's been holding up, but it hasn't been like running up with the others. Like it has to play catch up. And also, if it breaks bullish, I mean bearish, then maybe every other name would break bearish as well. But we are starting to see money dumping on individual names as well, other than Canopy Growth. So that's all let's say for Canopy. For Cron, we also seen a huge run up for the past couple of days. We went from the lows from December of like 13 all the way to all-time high to like 30, close to $33 actually. And yeah, we are trading at that tight equilibrium range. So we got the high, low, lower high, higher low. We broke that range, inability to break that resistance for all-time high. So we pulled back, and I would say would be our higher low, and then we're gonna see either a lower high, or if we do get like a huge break from like news, for example, and yeah, we could potentially form a higher high at this point. So that's all I have to say about Cron. ACB. ACB has been getting a lot of attention recently, especially first of all, they got a price target from Cohen, and then they had that news where they brought that billionaire Nelson Peltz. So that gathered a lot of information, and like it gathered like a lot of attention towards them, especially from all the media pumping them. And I would be careful at this point. Like they added $2 billion to the market cap just from this run up alone, and their RSI is at the overbought territory, and they do have to fill this gap. Like it's not necessary that they have to fill it, but most likely all gaps get filled. So we did close at 1326, a bit of profit taking in the middle of the day actually. So let's see this 5-minute time frame. We opened up over here, and no, wait, yes, over here. So you open, fell up, and consolidated profit taking, and then rally back. So can Aurora hit 14? We might as well could, but it depends on like the S&P 500 and the broader markets as well. So yeah, always keep an eye out on that SPY, Dow Jones, everything, because they tend to follow each other as well. APHA closed near the high of the day, Now, APHA has been like a huge lagger, so it's nice to see this huge bull volume and this huge candle for the bulls. Finally, we get some follow through, and maybe tomorrow this can continue because we did close near the high of the day. We are in the oversold, overbought territory, but it's okay for now because we did close the high of the day. We might see a gap up open, profit taking, bulls by the dip, and continue to run up, or profit taking beginning of the morning. Who knows? But APHA was one of the strongest names today, up 6.47%. And yeah, that's all I have to say. TORI, we did get earnings, and I believe they're up on their earnings after hours, so it was a bullish reaction. I'm not sure about the numbers. I didn't take a look at it yet. You guys can go check it out yourselves. So yeah, TORI, one of the leaders. We did see it go all the way from 300 back to like around the $70 level. So we are holding this up, and yeah, that's TORI. You got that essentially a double top over here. No, not over here. Pretty much a triple top. So we can break 73, 73 first thing in the morning. And yeah, that's a lot of confidence for the bulls. We want to see higher volume as well. And that's all I have to say. HEXA. HEXA was added to, I believe, like the S&P composite 60, I believe, on today, this morning. So we did see huge volume, and we did see a run up because of it. Look at it. Look on a weekly. No, where is it? Let me see the 5-minute mark. So we open over here, a gap open, and it was strong bull momentum throughout the whole like 20 minutes. We did consolidate for a bit, and then we just ran up because Hexo is actually a strong name. Bulls like it. Earnings had a bullish reaction. Recently bought new Strike brands for no premium actually, so it's really good. They saved a lot of money, and yeah, we could potentially rise again tomorrow morning. And I believe after hours they're up like 6%. TRST, yes, finally. So we did close at the high of the day on a lower bull volume than Friday, but that's fine because we closed at the high of the day. We might as well see a gap up open tomorrow and see continuation. And I'll say the short term support would be 1250, hold 1250, and then also see 1245. Daily time frame, you want to see hold support 1051 and also hold support at 1161. That would be ideal. I really think we won't drop to these supports pretty soon, especially we close at high day. So tomorrow we might most likely aim for that 1320 resistance. Once we break that, it's honestly around like $14 level. That's next resistance. So we could potentially run up to earnings, which is really good. So that's all I have to say about the MG stocks. We are in a bit of euphoric mode, so please be careful. You don't want to be that new bag holder, right? It's the worst feeling ever. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the post notification bell. And if you want to see more videos like this, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.